What up? David here from Do Good Coaching, and we are back. Yes, we are back after a little hiatus of taking some time off to focus on our clients and the services we offer. And if you weren't aware, we are a service. We offer coaching services to our clients, whether that be helping meet their needs, helping them with guidance, helping them with strategy, just whatever. And you can find more information on this at dogoodcoaching.com, link below. And during this time as well, we've been building this website, and it's a great resource center as well. It's a tool for you guys to use at home with articles and links to the videos from this channel. So don't forget to check it out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel either, because we've got some great content planned for you guys in the next few months and beyond. So don't forget to subscribe either, because that will help the channel grow immensely. So without further ado, I'm going to go on to today's video. So today's video is about why it's okay to make mistakes, why it's okay to fuck up. Now I use the word fuck up not to be provocative, but to emphasize, these bigger mistakes we make in life. The ones that aren't just mistakes, the ones that are huge mistakes that we can't just let go of easily, the ones you can't just walk away from and just be okay with. Even though, friends, family might say, oh, it's fine. You can't personally let go of it. And I will discuss that in this video. I know I've personally been in that situation, even recently, where I've made some of the biggest mistakes in my life, with people that I really cared about, even with the use of the word love. And yeah, it's truly, truly horrible. It's changed me as a person, and it will stay with me for the rest of my life. And it's not necessarily a bad thing in terms of changing who you are, because you might not like who you previously were, and that's not a bad thing. However, it's difficult if you're having to work through these things on your own. And I know I had to work through my issues and stuff before on my own, through learning various resources, learning techniques, working with my mentor as well. But I want you guys to know that we're here. We have a structured policy and techniques in place to help you. And yeah, it's not easy, but once you address the issues and have a coaching session, it's a lot easier to move forward. So usually the whole making a mistake issue starts with the element of forgiveness. Now I've made a video on forgiveness previously, so I'm not going to go into huge detail here, but it's usually split into two parts why you can't forgive, which is based on yourself, which is you're so angry, so upset with yourself, you're so consumed with the thought of the mistake you made, you just can't let go. Now, obviously with something so big, I don't recommend letting go, because it's a bit cliche and it doesn't really work, let's be honest. The best method is to chunk it, which is essentially letting go in different parts, different stages. Now this can be days, it can be weeks, it can be months, it can even be years based on the trauma. And I'll go into trauma more in a minute. But yeah, essentially it's working through various issues and being okay with it and moving on to the next stage. Essentially a bit like a computer game. You're okay and you move on to the next level, and you can look back previously and be like, okay, I've made progress with that issue and I'm on to this next stage. It's a bit like that. Now with other people, in terms of forgiveness, it's not so easy, because that's an externality. It's something you can't personally control. It's something that they are very much in control of. Now, depending on the person, depending on their age, depending on their immaturity, these all are factors which can come into play, and you can't control it. They may want to forgive you because you may own what you've done, which is essentially you saying, I own my mistake, I'm truly, truly sorry for what I did. And now, obviously apologising is the recommended action. Obviously, it depends on the situation, it depends on the circumstances. Not every situation merits an apology, but usually it's the best course of action if you've done something massive, something wrong. You own it, you accept it, and you move on. You don't keep apologising again and again because it doesn't seem sincere after that. Yeah, and if they don't want to accept that apology, you have to give them space, you have to give them time. And if even after then, you know, you have to just let them be. Maybe they don't want you in their life anymore. Maybe the party doesn't want you, whether it's a company or whatever. You have to just accept it for what it is. Maybe they're not meant to be. But the universe usually has a way of revolving things around, so something will usually come into your life based on your good actions. What I'm trying to say here is that we all make mistakes, you know, we're all human, we've all made mistakes in the past, we'll make mistakes in the future, and it's those flaws in us, as well as the strengths, which make us human. And it's owning them and working, improving on any issues that really are bad, and improving them as a person. That's real strength. Now, I was talking previously about trauma. Now, this is very much the case. Trauma and attachment injuries, which are linked to our childhood and adolescence, which is essentially when we grow up and we experience something essentially bad happening to us, and it changes us, it changes who we are. Now, a lot of these feelings, experiences are repressed and are unconscious, so we don't actually remember them, but they come out through various events. Now, sometimes this can be well into adulthood by the time this happens, and we're like, what the hell's happening here? And we just don't know how to deal with it. Now, a lot of people will just tell you it's something else, but usually it's linked back to this. And if you don't deal with this at a sufficient time, it's going to keep recurring. It doesn't matter what the issue is, if it's linked to that piece of trauma and those attachment injuries, those recurring issues are going to just keep occurring and occurring because you haven't dealt with that main wound there. Once you deal with that main wound, you're going to be able to deal with the other one here, which is the main mistake that you're worried about currently. And this is what I'm talking about, chunking. You chunk the issues down, and then you're able to take a step back and look on it from an unbiased sort of perspective on yourself. Now, obviously, if you'd like more information on this and like a consultation with myself, please feel free to check out the website, make a booking. Also, if you just want to ask a question, you know, I'm available through the website, through various social media, and on this YouTube channel too. Once again, guys, it's been David from Do Good Coaching. Until next time.